Good day, everyone. I am Asil from BS at M3A. So this is Organization and Management, and for today, I am going to discuss the content theories, process theories, and leadership theories. But before that, let me first have some recap about the motivational theories and how is it important with the business organizations.
Motivational theories is concerned with discovering what drives individuals to work towards a goal or an outcome. So motivation theories entails about those things that urges or that pushes an individual to work so that they accomplish or finish their goals that they have set. So these businesses or organization are very much interested in motivation theory because if they have an idea or if they know about what motivates an individual and by applying those concepts so they can motivate the employees which in turn can prove to be the biggest asset for their organization. Content theory basically focuses on the needs that are important for an individual to be motivated. Now, what can be those needs are being spoken by all of the theories of motivation which are clubbed in the content theory. So these can be the clothes, shelter, foods, etc. Process theory basically focuses in the process by which an individual can be motivated. So both the content theory and process theories speaks about the motivation of human, but both of them speaks in different way. Content theory focuses on the needs which can motivate the human behavior, and process theory focuses on the process in which an individual can be motivated. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a theory in psychology proposed by Abraham Maslow in his 1943 paper titled A Theory of Human Motivation. This theory remains valid today for understanding human motivation, management training, and personal development. The theory is based on assumption that there is hierarchical levels of needs, which Maslow explained in pyramid form. This theory is 5-tier model of human needs. So this is Maslow's pyramid. It shows 5 levels of needs. Physiological is the lowest and the needs to be satisfied first, or initially by an individual. Second is safety. Third is love and belongings. Fourth is esteem. And fifth is self-actualization. So what implies of Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory? Physiological needs can be breaks and eating opportunities like free lunch. Safety needs can be hygienic work environment, retirement benefits, SSS, PhilHealth. Social needs can be socializing after work, encouraging teamwork. Esteem needs can be perks, bonus, higher job rank, and self-actualization needs can be freedom to innovate and business cards. This theory does not assume that there are rigid hierarchy. A person can be working on growth even though existence or relatedness are unsatisfied. This theory states that more than one kind of need, for example, both relatedness and growth needs may motivate a person at the same time. And this includes 2 concepts which are satisfaction progression and frustration progression. In this pyramid, existence need refers to our basic survival need as humans. In this category are food, water, shelter, good health, and feeling safe. Relatedness needs refers to our need to relate to other people. It refers to the relationships. Having good relationships and interactions with other humans is the need that we all have. Growth needs refers to our need for personal development, to be creative, and to perform meaningful work. Satisfaction progression concept of this theory suggests that after satisfying one category of needs, a person progresses to the next level, whereas frustration regression principle of ERG theory states that if a person fails to satisfy higher level need, then he may return back in hierarchy of needs to fulfill the lower level needs. Thus, in frustration regression, if a higher level need remains unfulfilled, a person may regress to lower level needs that appear easier to satisfy. This principle suggests that an already satisfied need can become active when a higher need cannot be satisfied. The implication of ERG theory is that managers must understand from Alderfer's ERG model that one need at a time will not motivate the employee. The managers must understand that an employee has various needs that must be satisfied at the same time. Next is Herzberg's theory. This theory is based on empirical study developed from data collected from interview of 200 accountants and engineers. The factors given by Herzberg in 2-factor theory are hygiene factors and motivation factors.
So let us understand this concept of satisfaction and dissatisfaction along with hygiene and motivation factors with the help of an example. So let's consider our term salary. When an employee gets a low salary, so what will happen? He will be dissatisfied and he can quit the job. Whereas if the same person will get a high salary, then he will not be dissatisfied and he will not quit the job. So we see the increase and decrease in salary is only affecting the dissatisfaction level of temporary, that is when the salary is more lesser. The employee is not dissatisfied when the salary is less, and the employee is dissatisfied when the salary as a factor has nothing to do with motivation level of the employee. So now, let us take another factor, which is advancement or promotion of an employee. When the chances of advancement or promotion is less in the organization, then the employee will not be satisfied, which will return in low morale and low productivity of the employee. And if there are high chances of promotion and advancement, then the employee will be satisfied and motivated, which will out him in the category of being a perfect employee. This is what Hertzberg said, that there are certain set factors like salary which can only affect the dissatisfaction level of the employee, and the other set factors like promotion which can only affect the satisfaction level of the employee. And the salary here is the hygiene factor, whereas promotion is the motivation factor. I hope the concept of satisfaction, dissatisfaction, along with the hygiene and motivation factors is clear with the help of this example. So the implications of two-factor theory is that managers must focus on the motivational factors to improve work quality. Next is the McClelland's theory of needs. This was proposed by American psychologist David McClelland. States that every person has one of the three main driving motivators: the need for achievement, the need for affiliation, and the need for power. These motivators are not inherent. We develop them through our culture and life experiences. Now let us discuss what are these actually mean. Need for achievement are calculated risk takers. They give 100% in the task assigned to him, prefer working alone, and accomplishment of work gives more pleasure than the cash reward. Need for power are strong leaders, best suited for leading positions, wants to control and influence others, likes to win an arguments, aspire for status and recognition, and are self-disciplined, and expect same peers and teams. Last is the need for affiliation. This seek to win in groups, has urge to be liked by others, like collaborating other competition, like socializing and maintaining relationships, not risk takers, and more cautious with their approach. So what are these implications of McClelland's theory? People with different needs are motivated differently. High need for achievement, high achievers should be given challenging projects. They should be provided frequent feedback. Money is not an important motivator for them. High need for power is management should provide power seekers the opportunity to manage others. High need for affiliation is the employees with a high affiliation need perform best in cooperative environment. So we are now in the second type of motivational theories, which is the process theories. So first is the equity theory of needs. Equity theory here, by name itself, you can understand that the people will value the fair treatment. They will assume that whatever the input they put in terms of the efforts and time, I must get the result in the same balance in terms of the output. We can understand with the help of this diagram. With the output, what I put into my job, time, effort, commitment, reliability, heart and soul, personal sacrifices should be equal with the output I get with my job, pay, bonus, benefits, enjoyment, responsibility, reputation, praise, and etc. If both are balanced, then employees are motivated. If input is more than output, the employees are demotivated. And if sometime the outputs are more than the inputs, this type of employees are delighted. So how they will know if both of the inputs and outputs are equal? This is when they are comparing others, their work policy, their previous employer like this way, and they were saying that inputs must be equal with the outputs. Next is expectancy theory. This theory developed by Victor Brooms in the late 1930s. There are positive correlation between efforts and performance. Favorable performance will result to a desirable reward. The reward will satisfy an important need, and the desire to satisfy the need is strong enough to make the effort worthwhile. The theory is based upon the following beliefs: the valence, expectancy, and instrumentality. Expectancy: will my efforts will lead to high performance? or what efforts I should put, known as expectancy variables. How much efforts I should put so that the performance will lead to a great outcome, known as instrumentality. Means my efforts will lead to the output, and finally, my output will lead to desired reward. So these three factors are there in the expectancy theory. Expectancy, effort; performance, instrumentality; and valence is the reward. Next is goal setting theory. This theory states that goal setting is essentially linked to task performance. It states that specific and challenging goals along with appropriate feedback contribute to higher and better task performance. In simple words, goals indicate and gives direction to an employee about what needs to be done and how much efforts are required to be put in. Edwin Lux carefully described the attributes or the mental process of goal setting. These attributes are goal specificity, goal difficulty, and goal intensity. Goal specificity is the degree of quantitative precision or the clarity of the goal. The goal difficulty is the degree of proficiency of the level of performance that is sought. And goal intensity pertains to the process of setting the goal or of determining how to reach it. So the last theory that I'm going to discuss today is the leadership theory. This sought to determine what effective leaders are like as people and what they do that makes them so effective. The great man theory with its keywords, leaders are born, not made. This theory assumes that all leaders who are having the ability to lead their team, especially if you are into political science or into a political world, they come up with some inherent characteristics. They come with special charismatics, their inheritance itself, so it is not necessary to teach them because they are born to lead. This type of approach is known as great man theory. Oldest theory in terms of leadership. That moment of time where people look for someone who is there to lead them, especially in the 15th to 17th century, where many countries are under the colonials to lead them for their freedom, like Jose Rizal and other bayanis of the Philippines. Next is the trait theory. This is also under the oldest theory. It believes that it focuses on traits or characteristics which differentiate a leader from a non-leader. Saying these people have if the certain characteristics, they are the leader, which made them separate from the non-leader. They did not say with how they develop these characteristics or if this come up with birth or by learning. This theory only talks about characteristics, and if these certain characteristics may be, 10 or 8 vary from place to place, researcher to researcher, so if these characteristics are there, they are the leaders, like ambition and energy, desire to lead, honesty, integrity, self-confidence, intelligence, knowledge, and if the skills are there, they become the leader. They are the leader. No matter how these traits come to them, they are only talking about traits. These two theories of leadership, great man theories and trait theories, are the initial theories. So that ends my report. I hope you learned a lot. Thanks for watching and God bless.